Today I'm going to talk about a few of my Resident Evil memories, just following on from what Amy and Phil have discussed on the main episode. I wanted to just put down just a couple of minutes of some of my thoughts of favourite parts of such a long running series. Bit of a different setting today, down in the front room, surrounded by Halloween stuff, including a Christmas Jack Skellington. Anyway, we're now here to talk about Christmas or Halloween. Well, in a way we are, because we're talking about Resident Evil. So, like most people, played the first Resident Evil, absolutely loved it, being a big horror fan. But then I think it's something that obviously I did struggle with quite a bit. I don't think I've ever completed it, even after all these years. But one of my big memories was playing Resident Evil 2, completing that on quite an easy setting, granted, but over the weekend, and just seeing what a great story it was, and just seeing the whole Resident Evil sort of setting expand, with Raccoon City and everything like that. I'm not going to talk about this too much because Resident Evil 4, I've said so many times on the show, it is one of my favourite games ever, not just Resident Evil games. And it was just Capcom decided to take it into a different direction, and everything we did there, it just worked, making it a bit more action orientated and a little bit more relaxed on the whole item management, because that always just grated on me so much on those early games. I never really played Code Veronica that much. I do remember getting that on my PS2, and I've got it again, but I've still not actually sat down and replayed it. And even when I used to have my Dreamcast back in the day, still didn't spend any time on it there. However, just to more or less bring things quite recent, I played Resident Evil Revelations 2, and again I've mentioned on the show, but if anyone's not played that, it's absolutely fantastic. Just sort of, it feels more like one of the original Resident Evil games, compared to, like, everyone is a bit of a critic for Resident Evil 6, apart from Chris on the show, who does like a lot of it. And again, that was Capcom trying to it seemed to be throw a load of stuff at the wall and see what sticks. But with Revelations 2, it seemed to go, look, let's take it back to a more pure Resident Evil experience. And that's something that I actually have completed and enjoyed. I never actually got around to playing the first one because at the time I started really going with PS3, but now that's out on PS4 and things like Switch as well, I do need to actually play it, because at some point I do aim to actually get a Switch this year. With Resi 7, which I just have to have just here, Resi 7 I've only played a little bit, and again I remember playing the beginning hour demo. I'm thinking, this is fantastic, this is redoing horror games, not just like relaunching Resident Evil, but anyone who's seen things like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I know what to expect. It's got this really eerie feeling, and even though I played a little bit of it, there's just some horrible bits. It actually is quite scary. I know I sound like a bit of a wuss there, but it does what it's meant to. I do need to get back into playing it. I think what put me off is the ammo is so scarce because of the setting of the game, so it all does make sense. So I can't really criticise it for that. It's just the usual habit of mine of buying too many games and, putting things on the back burner and coming back to them. So again, Resident Evil 7, I think, massive thumbs up.
Resident Evil. I bet I've got all the same Resident Evil memories as all of you. The dogs jumping through the windows and making you jump, searching Wesker's desk for 50 times to try and find a picture of Rebecca, and then being massively disappointed that it's not significantly more revealing. Gathering my friends around at university to see the ending of Resident Evil Nemesis, when for some inexplicable reason everyone is shouting "Kill Horatio," which we had christened the Nemesis. I don't know why we called him Horatio, but we did. But my longest enduring memory of playing Resident Evil games is, what are you buying? The merchant in Resident Evil 4 was as pointless as he was random and brilliant. He made no sense. Why was he there? You could just have had a shop inventory, you could just have had a little window where you buy the bits, but no. You had to have a guy who went, "What are you selling? What are you buying? Oh, I'll buy that at a fine price. Was he a pirate? There's no explanation of what he is, who he is, and then it's vanished. You've never seen him again since. He was the best thing about this otherwise brilliant game, and to this day, when anytime anyone ever asks me, what are you buying? I always say, oh, I'll buy that at a high price, stranger. Oh.
Resident Evil.
Favourite moments in a Resident Evil game? Some of mine come from Resident Evil 2, most notably when you first arrive in the police station and you're exploring around trying to get your bearings, and all of a sudden you'll see a shadow or creature go past the window, and you'll think, oh, veterans of the series anyway would think, oh, there's going to be some dogs jump through the windows or something as the next corridor, or some other zombie or something like that. You go into the next room and all of a sudden the cutscene starts and the character Leon or Claire look up and you are confronted by a venom looking like creature that jumps down. And in anybody who played the first game, you notice that creatures like that come much later in the game, but in Resident Evil 2 it really ups the ante from the get-go. So yeah, absolutely love that section of the game, and it was just another way that Resident Evil was bringing more variety, more creatures, and broadening the spectrum of the games from then on.
Resident Evil.
But it's just a couple of my very, very early memories. I just think it's one of those universes that continues to grow and build, and also look at things a different way, because I think it's like, something that Capcom are very, very proud of, and as a fan of that universe, you want to see, what we have next in store for you. Anyway, that's all from me, and Jack Skellington. See you later.